Hey everybody, it's Paul Grossman, the Dark Arts Wizard, and today I'm going to be talking about the Magic Object Model. This is a model that I use in a framework in order to identify objects on the fly. No page object model involved in here. It is Selenium, and it is going to go through some of our website. However, if you want to know a little bit about these ideas, I've been talking about this for about 11 years and implemented it in a couple of different frameworks. But there's another guy out there, his name is Michael Fritzius, and he actually wrote an article on Tech Beacon and describes a little bit about how items work in identifying pattern objects, is the way he called it. So I'm not going to bore you with much of this. We're going to go over to the Tricentis sandbox, and we're going to give this a run. And as it's running, I'll be explaining a few things. You will see this replicate, so there's a real important reason for that, and you might be shocked. So stay tuned to the end of the video to see that cool thing. So here we are bringing up our Tricentis sandbox. We're going to go and verify an image. Let's say, how about that camper image? Yeah, I found it. Cool. What if we identify just a general image and the other ones were close matches? Well, we probably want to identify the ones that were close matches on there as well. Then we go back up to the top and we're going to go and select a tab like the select price option, and then go back to the enter vehicle data. Select the Volvo from our drop down list, hit that yes radio button, select 4 from the number of seats, and verify that the enter vehicle data text actually appears on the screen. And then we give a shameless plug for Joe Colantonio's Test Guild. And we're going to come back over here one more time. We clicked on the camper link, we're going to select that Volvo and select another one. We're going to select a nice Opel out there, hit that yes button, hit the number 5 on there, and then we're going to jump over to my Candy Mapper site, which is in our sandbox, populate some fields out here, hit the send button, and verify that the text that we expected not to appear did appear. Okay, that was a lot. And how did we do this without any of that page object model stuff going on? Well, I'm going to kind of show you a little bit of the code, and that is take a look at some of our test cases out here. So this is what it actually looks like. This is what executed. Open, and I gave the URL for Tricentis sandbox. And then we did a verify, and we're looking for 5 things. A verb, like open, verify, click, set, enter, and an element name, whatever name that we happen to call for it, and then whatever class name we have, and then the verification that we're going to go with this. This only works with verify. If this is not verify open, then this is blank. And of course, we have a couple of different ways of formatting this around. You could click on the camper button and enter the click on the tab up there, and a few other things like select the number of seats from the list. And if we're trying to identify these objects, well, the way we would just find that camper would be we would go to inspect, and then we're going to go and click on this little item here, go to that camper, and take a look at what it is that has identification for it. Well, the alt value has off-ride camper, and the images has photo. Let's take a look at what we actually did to go and find. Those are offer, and we used offer inside of the alt value to go find our image, except that there were 4 other items that matched, and so we displayed all those items as we went along. Now I did say hang on to the end of the video because we're almost there, because there's something actually much more cooler than this. You saw me run through this twice right after we went to go see the testguild.com. And that is the second time we did it in a slightly different way. We didn't use any of those verbs and stuff. We just used one sentence. Open the URL, click on the camper link, select make list Volvo. Now that is in order, the verb and the name of the list that I'm looking for and the item to select. But you could also write it in plain English. Select Opel from the make list. It still figures it out. And then you click on the yes radio button, or select 5 from the number of seats. And then we went over to Candy Mapper, and most importantly over there is that we verified that this text, please enter a valid email address, does appear. Or we could write it this way, verify that the address text does not appear in case it was a negative test. And at the end, we actually showed that we had found that, and we will get to the bottom of this, and this is where we figured out verify this text does not exist, and then we basically built out an XPath to go find it, and then verify that this was a failure. The text did not exist. It was displayed when we expected not to be, and we also identified it as a negative test. Negative testing and test automation, highlighting objects, finding all of the close matches. That's pretty cool and a lot to do with a small little automation framework. But that's all time we've got, only 5 minutes. My name is Paul Grossman. I'm the Dark Arts Wizard up on Twitter. Follow me and check out some of the other cool things that you'll see on my videos on this channel. Thanks a lot and have yourself a great day.